I was going to shrink myself using green screen, but then I saw Jeremy Johns' review of Ant-Man, and I realized he stole my joke. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about Ant-Man, starring Paul Rudd, the 12th film from Marvel Studio. So, as usual guys, let's get into this. What did I think of Ant-Man? I just came back from the theater right now, and I wanted to talk about it while it's fresh in my mind and tell you guys my own thoughts about it, just like everybody else. So first of all, we meet this character named Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, who decides to recruit Paul Rudd's character, Scott Lang, to becoming the new Ant-Man because he needs some help getting into this company created by an old ally of his turned, I guess, enemy, friend turned foe. And he used to mentor him, and now, he finds out that he's creating this suit very similar to the Ant-Man suit, but he's going to use it for evil, this guy. And he calls the suit Yellow Jacket. And what can I say, guys? The villain in this movie is... He is played by a really good actor, but the problem is his character is a little bit lacking, and, a lot of people have said that the Marvel villains so far, a lot of the Marvel villains have been a little weak. I kind of disagree. I kind of liked some of the other Marvel villains, but I'll agree with this one. I felt that this villain was a little, was pretty weak in my opinion. He's there in the beginning and he disappears for a while and then comes back towards the end. But he's your typical villain. Like, this guy has an evil agenda, and that's pretty much it with him. So he's cool though, and his especially in the end when he has the big battle with Ant-Man, he is a cool and a threatening villain. But yeah, he's your typical villain. So he's nowhere near as good as Loki or even the Red Skull or Abomination. He's not up there with those villains, I'd say. He's definitely on the bottom of the totem pole, I'll say. But nothing wrong with the actor. It's just the character felt like he was just there to serve that purpose, to be the villain of the story. I really did like Michael Douglas's character playing the original Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. Because in the comics there's like two Ant-Mans. Maybe there might be three, I'm not sure, but this one uses two of them, the two versions that are, I guess, the most popular. Hank Pym is like the original version, and Scott Lang is the second version. And Michael Douglas, he really brings in a history, especially how he's connected to the overall Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he really brings a lot of weight, just like Robert Redford in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, or Anthony Hopkins in Thor. He really brings this weight to every scene he's in. He's an amazing actor, and for a reason. Evangeline Lilly and Paul Rudd, these two are awesome too. Evangeline Lilly, I didn't know what kind of character she was playing because I heard she wasn't playing the original Wasp. So I'm not sure if her character is original to the plot, but I liked her. I thought she was good. I always think Evangeline Lilly was good since, the TV series Lost. That's where I was first introduced to her. So she's always good at what she does. And Paul Rudd was hilarious. He has a lot of great moments. There's a lot of great side characters too that they're not really used a lot, but they're very funny. And when they are used, especially towards the end, they have a lot of great funny moments. And you will be surprised. I can't remember the actors' names right now, but when you see them, you'll know who I'm talking about. They're the friends of Paul Rudd's character before he meets Hank Pym and his daughter. What I really liked about Hank Pym and his daughter was I liked the relationship and how that played back to Paul Rudd's character and to Scott Lang and his daughter. There's a little bit of a parallel there where it like kind of plays off of it and shows Scott that, hey, you better be careful because one day, your relationship with your daughter can be like that. I thought that was a little nice story. Even though I'm going to admit I didn't care much for the daughter's storyline. I thought the daughter herself was a little annoying, but there's some funny bits with the daughter. I'll admit that, but for the most part, she's a little annoying. It's what you'd expect from. I don't know. For me, I was expecting better from it because if you go back to Iron Man 3, I actually thought the kid in that movie was used nicely. I thought he really played well off Robert Downey Jr. But the kid here, to me, at times, yeah, there were some funny moments, but again, there were times also where she was a little bit annoying. I wanted her to go away from this scene. But for the most part, I'm not trying to be mean to the kid or anything. She's probably a nice kid. But yeah, for the most part, I could have left that out of the movie, and I think it would have been a better movie because of that. But I also see at the same time why they had it in there, because they wanted to play off of Hank Pym and his daughter's storyline. So, I don't know. It's a win-lose situation, I guess. I also have to mention the special effects in this movie are amazing. Like, when you think of movies like The Matrix and, anything that ups the ante on CGI, the original Jurassic Park, etc., this movie is one of those movies that, wow, the special effects, I had my jaw dropped when I saw it the first time. The first time you see it is when he's in the washroom and he shrinks himself into the bathtub. And I was just like, wow, man, look at this. This looks amazing. And I was just mind blown. By the end of the movie, you get the idea of it. It's still pretty damn impressive, especially during the action scenes at the end. That's like, wow. I was blown away, literally. I should also mention there are a lot of great references to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including, your friendly neighborhood spider guy, maybe? I don't know. And there are also two really good end credit scenes at the end, so stick around for that if you want. The first one sets up maybe for an Ant-Man 2, if there is going to be one day, who knows, or who knows, maybe an upcoming Marvel film, who knows. There's also another nice little end credit scene at the very end for Captain America Civil War. So you might want to stick around for both of those. They're pretty good. I really enjoyed the two end credit scenes that they gave us, so it was a lot of fun. So with that being said, guys, I'm giving this movie an 8 out of 10. I definitely think it's worth watching. It definitely sits well with the rest of the Marvel films. I had a good time. It was fun. It was funny. Lots of great funny moments throughout. The action, the special effect, everything about this movie was really good. There were some negative things, like I said earlier, but, the positive in these Marvel movies, I think, for me, always outweigh the negative things. So I think it's definitely a movie worth checking out. If you like Guardians of the Galaxy, if you like Iron Man, if you like all those really fun, funny films that Marvel has produced so far, believe me, you're going to enjoy this movie. It's definitely worth checking out in the movie theater. So until next time, guys, take care.